Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. All right. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Alright, so I've been messing around with Omni versus Rex. Like, I used to kill them on Legacy, you know, the left-right stuff, broken, yada yada. Nobody liked that. But it did develop a taste for Rex meat on my Raptor. So I want to see what does it take to take one down. And I've seen a video from Acronym lately where he showcased the neutral pounds being stronger than damage pounds or bleed pounds if you have the time to stay on. I know that damage pounds does little to nothing to a Rex, bleed pounds individually does little to nothing to a Rex, but there is a catch with the neutral pounds and a certain bleed stack that goes into effect. I'll explain more about it. Essentially, it only reaches a certain intensity of bleed with certain conditions met. So the neutral pounce actually turns out not as broken as in this example here, where we pounce our full bar into it, we wait, and then after a while, you know, the Rex actually bleeds out. He's at 20% now. He will bleed out, but there's a catch, and I want to explain more about it. Okay, but in actual practice, this will never go down with just 3 pounces like this. See, there is this catch. Let me first explain how the pounce actually works, right? Some people think that you pounce for a certain duration and that gives you a bleed with a certain intensity. Wrong. That is not how the pounce works. Every second you pounce, you apply an individual bleed, and essentially you're applying 1,000 cuts if you stay on for a long time. So this is where it actually gets really technical and when the neutral pounce starts to really take a toll on you. See, one bleed has a duration of about 90 seconds, yeah? So if 1 second is one individual bleed, then we can assume that 90 seconds will apply 90 individual bleed stacks. And this is where the technicality becomes interesting. See, the neutral pounce allows you to stay on for a way longer duration than that, meaning that if you are on it for 90 seconds, after that, you hit what I call the max stack of bleed. Like you keep refreshing the one that expires, and you have a constant of 90 bleeds going on that target. Yeah? You still with me? Now, after you dismount, this starts to happen in reverse. What happened in the first 90 seconds, they start to expire one by one. So within 90 seconds, all your bleed is gone and it's slowly losing intensity after you dismount. Now, this is the interesting part. If you can somehow manage to stay on during this period of the bounce, like you will deal tons of bleed damage because you keep refreshing the max stack, as I call it. Uh, and this actually takes a huge toll on the Rex. I haven't tried it on Trike yet, but I imagine the same is true for Trike. So if you can catch your Rex in the proper terrain, because terrain is a big factor here, then you can actually do this. So big open field, Rex isn't very fast, you can probably do this. It does not have the resources to get to a tree. It cannot burn its stamina by running towards one. Because when a Rex gets out of stamina, you can actually grapple it to the floor with the same amount of raptors as you can grapple a trike with, which is 6. So if you can somehow manage to get everybody on there, I advise going for the back slot first, have the second one go into the front slot, and then the other 4 could go onto the flanks. That's how it's done essentially. Um, yeah, but applying this in any terrain is not gonna work. Certain terrain is simply better to do it in because it's open. Think West Rail axis. Think the area south of South Plains because the trees just cannot get you off in the back slot. Yeah, basically, definitely can do this. I'll run a test fight to see how it goes against a random player on a admin server. So let's see how that goes. Warning, it's a long section, so if you're not interested in seeing the fight, then yeah, just skip past it.
I'll try as well.
Yeah, well, you can do it with 3 raptors, but fine. Alright. Of course. Just don't get in front of him. Alright. So this is essentially what's happening during a pounce. 1 raptor, 1 second, 1 bleed stack a second. If another raptor joins, those stacks go up quite fast. And every individual application has 90 seconds. So they all have their own individual timers. And that's the important part to keep track of here. That's fine. Or we should have stayed.
Oh my gosh. Oh, and 1 dead.
Yep. He ran in front of the hitbox after the attack finished and still got him.
Yeah,
Oh,
but just
it's
try
like
to
Legacy Rex.
just try to get on
Yeah,
with
I
3.
just want to bounce you. Yes.
Oh, Phoenix, move to the top of the head. Nice, we got some.
Yeah.
You're so lucky that didn't knock you down.
I'm jumping off. I don't know about that.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, you should jump off.
Now, as you guys notice, on average, we get about 25 seconds of pounce time. This is not enough. We want to get past 90 so we can get that really intense bleed going. And getting there is tricky. So in this stage, neutral pounce is actually not that broken. The only thing that's really broken is the fact that you can go past 90 seconds and get into that max stack and keep refreshing the max stack to stay in the max stack. That's a mouthful, but I hope you understand. As much as you can.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, I have reason to believe he has stacks open. Alright, it's fine to shoot. Oh, it's going for that tree.
Not finding a good opportunity to go in when the back slot's taken. It turns
Just-
so quick.
Get on his side. Like,
Yeah.
added on damage. I'll try to lure him away a little bit. Surely he will run for me if it's hit. Get him. Get him, get him, get him, get him. Such a
Oh.
good chance. Hop in, hop in, hop on. Somebody get on him. Backslot. Nice. Let's go. Nice. Jesus.
Just taking risks.
Bro is actually throwing. He's getting so much bleed from this. Now, as you guys see, it is quite tricky to touch that number. We got pretty good there, like a full minute of pouncing. But that's not 90 seconds, and some of us are getting dry. That said though, still got plenty of people to do it. But everybody else can just pounce.
Raptor not stop fighting as well. He just TP'd on me.
I'm just going to make sure he stays moving and keep track of him.
Stands at 6
I
and
think
I'll
you
walk it back up now.
some thick bushes, and if he really does have tags open, then that's going to be rough for us.
There's
Just don't
nothing
let him
stopping
sit.
us from doing the same, but I really don't want to have to.
Bounce him if you want. Go on the back slot. Careful for that tree though. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Oh my god, man.
Again, oh my goodness.
It's because of the bush hitbox, yeah, I know.
Is it really? Because I jump off when it does that. Every time I jump off, it just tosses me in front of it.
Ow.
Oh, poor Alice.
This is definitely doable.
Yeah, it works. What if it's a Rex duo?
Then you're in trouble. Like, don't get any ideas.
And don't bother.
Can you just leave?
Like, don't. Not everything has to be a fight. People always forget that.
Yeah. Even a duo of sub-Rex is probably even worse than how fast they are.
How did Bro not die?
All I know is Summer bounces.
Yeah,
He's
that
dead.
same guy came back in the fight like 3 times.
Yeah, that's a bit annoying. What I don't like is that they added the option to restore your blood. And nobody can see it doing it.
Oh, in the admin settings, yeah.
T-Rex is dead.
I wonder what his blood is at.
Same.
I wish there was a way you could tell.
And I wonder if with this many raptors it would be better to go for strength for bleed wounds.
Bro, can this other Rex piss off? Bro, move. He's like...
He's
Come on.
bluffing. He doesn't
He's
have
got
any
a lo-
stamina.
I do. Get on him if you can.
That guy's back. Try to kill him?
Bro. Now, even if you do a lot of little pounces, it does still contribute in the long run to keeping the Rex bleeding. And as you can see, they're slow, so you can still get a solid 10 seconds in, which is decent. But yeah, stamina starting to drain. I should be rotating right now, but I'm too eager. So let me just rotate. Bounce him, boys. Every time he misses, you have 2 solid seconds.
Hey, his healing isn't as bad as Strike's either, which is good for us.
Nah.
Laying down. Yeah, he's low on. Trying to get his stam back.
I'm smelling some fishy stuff here though. If he lies down, you just bite it.
Nice.
I don't get how he didn't do that yet. He should have died like a second ago. He better be on his last legs.
Oh,
Now the reason I'm confused here is because in the first test with 3 pounces we got past that 90 seconds mark and did the max stack thing. But here I'm quite unaware of it. It's only after this fight that I started to think about it and came to that conclusion. But yeah, here I'm still a little bit puzzled.
Together.
Did he have Epi?
Maybe happier.
God, Disco shot itself to rejoin. Bro, who's changing the time?
Nice, nice. Good. Oh, now we're cooking.
Oh, that is such a good spot by tracks.
Keep going.
Let me keep going.
They ignore it.
I want to see the bleed out. I want to see it.
Okay.
Did he change the stats?
No, he did not.
C4 called. It means he is about to bleed out, I think. Hit him again.
He's looking around. I think he's blacking out. Yeah,
His
he
vision looks like it's getting
really
worse.
Delayed to me getting near him.
He's like biting randomly, I think. Can't see
Yeah.
anything.
Can't see shit. Let's keep hitting him.
Staying near the tree and everything.
Accelerate this blood loss.
Yeah. He's blacking out. Almost out of stam.
Oh, don't go to 0 stam.
He must be really low if he's going to
Cancels his animation.
You can't even have a glorious death. GG.
GG indeed. Now as you guys noticed, we never hit the max stack, but we still were able to get the job done. So you don't have to completely rely on getting above 90, but if you do, you will absolutely nuke him so hard. That said though, there's not just full-grown Rexes, are there? I think there's already been Omnis out there who have run into UV Rex or Lambo Rex as I call it, because it's just a Lamborghini, or the Sub Rex that is quite big. How do you fight them? They are surprisingly harder to kill. Well, only the sub really. The sub is harder to kill than the adult. Well, yeah, let's just get into that. Now, first and foremost, what you really want to know about is that pin animation has its damage active the whole time. So if you run at it, after he does the attack, it will still snare you in its jaws. So what I'd like to do is use the dodge that I use for Dilo. You make distance and you go around. Like in this case, you can see I got snared in it and it's just over. It's my first run-in with it. Now I'm accustomed to it. I won't let it happen again. If you can, try to maintain positioning behind it. And if it's in front of you like this, you really want to throw it off. One step around and go around just with the Dilo dodge, as shown in my Dilo guide. It's the exact same move. Ooh, dangerous. Yeah, I managed to get a little bit of a wombo in. But honestly, bouncing kind of wastes your stamina. And I quickly regretted doing so. But you are much more agile, and you really have to use every inch of agility to come out on top. This Rex is 1 ton, so anything smaller should be easier. There was some skill issuing involved on both sides. I wasted my stamina. He kept missing while I was out. Let's do a few more for good measure. And as you can see, this is quite doable. That's why I don't consider this one very hard. The next challenge, however, is a sub-rex. And with the sub-rex, you really want to watch out, because that hitbox is massive. As you can see. Let's try that again. Now that I've seen it, it won't work twice. Now, unfortunately, this one starts camping extremely hard and he won't come out. So I guess that is that. Yeah, just trying to heal over there. In this situation, disengage, but yeah, hope you guys understand how to fight them close up. And in theory, you can even fight the big ones. You definitely can. They're even slower than the subs, but their hitbox is extremely generous, even compared to the sub standards. Just be really careful. Oh no. I'm being used as a ball. Bro.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. All right. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.